Excuse me?
I feel like after swatching it pretty heavily, you should get a little bit more than that, and especially if you blend it out. There's like dirty fingerprints under the label and like hair caught in and dirt caught in.
Where?
Where's the highlighter?
Also has these little air bubbles. This one doesn't have any fingerprints or anything like that.
Kylie. Kylie Cosmetics has been at it again. Get the tea ready, get sat down. Everything has kicked off with the recent KYLIGHTERs that Kylie Cosmetics released. I know that we often cover the Kylie Cosmetics scandals. They are definitely always juicy. And we have a three-part scandal today, We have a Cookie Fan member named Jordan Byers. That's probably the best way for us to start. I think that's how you pronounce it. Now, Jordan's KYLIGHTER arrived empty.
I'm so excited to take more pictures of this, blah, blah, blah.
Excuse me? Where?
Brand new. Where's the highlighter? I paid $22 for the packaging.
That was the video. So like, I was confused. I will of course leave a link to her down below. And she is a long-term Cookie fan. I've seen her face in the comments for a very long time. I believe we've chatted quite a lot. What do you think about this? Because we have two conspiracy theories behind this. Number one, there is the possibility that Jordan has intentionally removed the highlighter. And number two is that Kylie has actually shipped a highlighter without the highlighter, which is very, very strange. Very, very strange. For me personally, I lean more towards the latter. I think that Kylie has sent the highlighter without the highlighter. And for me, that's based on what I've seen of them do already. I feel like they've done so much like cheeky stuff. And I'm like, Kylie! I know that we covered the repackaged, it looked like it was repackaged liquid lipsticks where they were selling one of them under another name and it just looked really bad.
I was just so excited, but I'm just really kind of annoyed at the moment because it already takes so dang long for Kylie Cosmetics to package their stuff, send it out.
Could you imagine spending all that money on a highlighter and then having nothing? Could you imagine? I'm trying to think of a reference. It's like going to a car dealership and buying a car and you pay like 20 grand and then you click start and then it's like, oh, there's no engine. We forgot to mention that. Now the second part of this is that there was basically a label stuck over the name of this highlighter showing a different name. We can see that the label that's been stuck over it says Cotton Candy Cream, but the label underneath it, when someone peeled it back, was First Date, which I believe was a highlighter from her Valentine's Day collection, I do believe, the limited edition collection that comes back. I've received so many messages recently because I know that their Cocoa collection, which was supposed to be limited edition, was announced to be permanent. It was announced to come back again. For some people that is not a problem and that is completely fine. That is completely fine. But for a lot of people that rush to buy the product because it's limited edition and they don't want to miss out, it's quite frustrating that it comes back again and it's like permanent. Well, it's like, well, I could have just bought it later, or I could have just not bought it. I don't know. Very, very strange, very strange. What do you think about the whole situation? To me, there's two ways we can think about this. Number one, Kylie Cosmetics was saving costs on the packaging. Obviously, they printed the highlighter packaging, or they had the intention of selling one of the singles and instead did a different single. Maybe that's the option. The second option is that they've leaked it themselves. They've leaked their next project themselves. That's always one thing, but it's a weird thing to do. It is weird. The next scandal with the highlighters that we came across was a YouTuber named Emily Susanna, who I did come across the video myself and I had a quick chat with her on the comments. She basically said that she received the highlighter and the packaging was dirty.
Dirty fingerprints under the label and like hair caught in and dirt caught in, and it's just kind of gross, to be honest. Like,
now, dirty packaging is dirty packaging. You would think, it's just a bit of a scruff, but the issue that Emily had was it looked like underneath the actual sticker, there was a lot of dirt. Here's a video clip.
See, like, there's air bubbles because there's so much stuff trapped in, like hairs and dirt and other particles.
What do you think about that? It looks bad. I mean, it's one thing to say, it got scruffed in the warehouse and it's a bit dirty. You can kind of understand that in some respects. When you buy from brands like Dior, I know that they don't sell damaged packages. In fact, if they have a package that has like a bit of damage to it, they will usually reserve it behind and they will sell it internally for like a 40% discount. That's my understanding of how the very, very sort of expensive labels work. Because if you're selling a product for, £100 to £200 for a perfume or aftershave, you really can't sell it with damaged packaging. It's kind of like stupid. It just defeats the purpose. Anyway, that's the whole scandal with that. So I want to know what you think about this with the damaged packaging. It just seems unhygienic that there was a lot of like hair and stuff underneath it. It looks like they dropped the sticker on the floor perhaps and just picked it up and stuck it back on, which I don't understand, which is what leads us to again think, is this real? Is this someone that is making it up, or is it real? I don't know what to think about in this situation. I could very easily just take this opportunity to just drag Kylie Cosmetics, but again, we don't know if this is 100% real, and I have to speculate, of course, that there is the possibility that it's been peeled back and done themselves. But at the same time, I don't think that's what's happened. I don't think that this person has intentionally done it purely based on the reputation in the past that we've already seen with the products from Kylie. It just is very, very weird because someone's physically stuck that back on after it's been dirty. And that's what gets me a bit, because surely it's like a production line and it just happens really quickly. So for something to get that dirty, it just doesn't make sense. Like, the next thing with the Kylie highlighter scandal is Emily Susanna came across the pigmentation for, I believe it was the highlighter named Banana.
And I'm going to show you, like, pretty decent swatch. And you barely get anything. I feel like after swatching it pretty heavily, you should get a little bit more than that. And especially if you blend it out, it basically, like, disappears.
It just didn't seem good. It didn't seem good. She was finger swatching, she was using brushes, and it just did not appear to have any sort of performance. Now, the other highlighter, I think it was like a rose goldy colour, looked very beautiful and it was swatching very well. But the banana colour didn't appear to really have any payoff whatsoever. It was very strange. Why don't we look at the video clip?
And that one was banana split. And then this one, strawberry shortcake, actually swatches a little bit better. But it's still nothing compared to most of the other highlighters that I have. So I'm going to just... And that one definitely has a little bit more pigment and goes on better.
So you can see for yourself, it's very, very strange. Very strange. I believe these were around, it's hard for me to find the price because they have sold out, but I believe it was between $22 to $28 they were being sold for in the US. In England, obviously, you know, la la la. And of course, a lot of people that bought them in England and Ireland and across Europe, or even India, would have bought it and have to have paid import tax. I told you the story about the person that ordered $90 worth of Kylie Cosmetics and it was marked as a value of $900. Got to customs and they were asking for $145 customs. This person contacted Kylie Cosmetics and said, hi, you've marked it at the wrong value, and Kylie Cosmetics basically said, paying customs is your problem. So the package was sent back, but obviously this person's out of $90, which I just think it's crazy. So on our list of highlighter scandals so far, we have no highlighter from Jordan Byers, bad pigmentation from Emily Susanna, the label coming dirty from Emily Susanna, and the label covering an alternative name, First Date, which is from the other Kylie Valentine's Day edition, I believe, which a lot of people have noticed. It just seems like scandal after scandal. And at this point we have to question, is this how Kylie is getting her circulation? I personally have spoken to Jordan quite a few times. I don't believe that she made up what she said about the empty highlighter. She seems very sweet when I've spoken to her in my comments. And speaking of comments, people have been fighting in my comments. I don't like us fighting. It's a very chill, relaxed place. We just come together. If you want to post a titty comment, post a titty comment. If you don't want to post a titty comment, don't post a titty comment. Do whatever you want to do as long as it's respectful to everyone else in the comments. That's all I have to say, because I don't like seeing people fight in my comments and I have to shut it down. Usually when I post a video now and we're talking about something where we're saying, is this offensive? Half the people will be arguing with me saying like, no, it's not offensive, stop being stupid. And the other half will be saying like, that is offensive, don't be stupid. When I explain things, just bear in mind, like I'm not telling you this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. It's me explaining the situation to you. Anyway, I would love to hear what your experience has been of the Kylie highlighter. I am wearing my champagne and laxatives jumper that I'm obsessed with. I'm having so much fun with it. I'm not even wearing anything underneath because it's so soft. But if you've bought the banana highlighter, I do how your pigmentation's been. Thank you for joining me with this scandal. If you haven't already subscribed, just get it over and done with, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye.